Hello again, my dudes, this is Kadima, welcome back to the channel. I am bringing you another Elden Ring DLC build video. This time we're gonna combine Rakshasa's Great Katana with the Tooth Whip. This build also works if you combine just the simple Great Katana, which I did when I started playing around with this build. But I found that the Rakshasa's Katana does slightly bit more damage per hit, so I just ran along with it. But let's take a look at the build. On our right hand, we're going to be using the Tooth Whip. This weapon scales primarily with dexterity. It's got attributes scaling D with strength and B with dexterity. Requirements of 10 strength and 24 dexterity. We are going to combine this with Rakshasa Great Katana on the left hand, which has a scaling of D in strength B with dexterity. Required attributes 12 strength, 27 dexterity. Now, the idea here is to combine these weapons because if your opponent has less than 75 poise, these two actually true combo. In fact, the Tooth Whip combos into itself if you use it one-handed. However, I wanted to be a bit more tanky and have a bit more options in case I'm fighting people with a tremendous amount of poise. Rakshasa will be the answer for those who are very tanky, very poisey, and you'll be able to still win matches in PvP. For PvE, you can run along just like this. You're not going to stagger big bosses, but against the Black Knight, for example, I just staggered him out completely. He couldn't do anything. It was a very easy fight. Let's talk about the armor. I'm using the Fire Knight helm simply because of the bonuses that it gives. It slightly increases maximum HP, stamina, and maximum equip load, which is a must-have for this build. For the rest of the armor of Solitude and Gauntlets of Solitude, and Verdigris Greaves. These combined will give us a nice amount of damage negation and defenses. But let's talk about the talismans. Millicent's Prosthesis boosts dexterity and raises attack power with successive hits, which will happen frequently because the hit does Ash of War of 4 hits. So if you can get like the sword and then true combo to the whip, which you can do, you'll proc both the Millicent Prosthesis and the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia for tremendous amount of damages per hit. Also, I'm using Kindred Rod's Exaltation because when poison happens, it will also increase the attack power. The Tooth Whip does deadly poison, beautiful, it's a must-have for this build. Shard of Alexander because we want the Tooth Whip Ash of War to do tremendous amount of damage, and it does, as you are about to see on the many examples both for PvE and PvP. Another thing I recommend as per usual is the Exalted Flesh. This thing boosts physical attack, and that's all you care about with this build. And if you're playing PvE, Flask of Wonders, Physic should have the Stone Barb Crack tier, which temporarily makes stance break easier, and the Thorny Crack tier, which temporarily boosts successive attack power. And that's absolutely the simple way to go. Let's talk about how to operate this thing. If you have the setup just like I have now, one Rakshasa combines into the Ash of War of the Whip. This is, as I said, a true combo if the opponent has less than 75% poise. If they have more, you will still be able to hit most of the hits, but they can dodge out of it. So that's a must look after for. The jumping attacks is deceivably got a nice reach. The range of this thing is actually deceivably long. I can hit the wall from this distance. Also, the charged R2 is a very nice one to go for. If you two-hand the whip, the crouching R2 true combos to the Ash of War. Running R2 combines into the Ash of War as well. So if you do a running R2, this true combos to the Ash of War. And the crouching R1 to the Ash of War is also a true combo. The jumping R1 also true combo. So there's plenty of ways to go with this setup. The Katana is a nice add to give you a bit more options and a bit more versatility, especially when it comes to PvP. Let's take a look at the stats. I'm level 151, Vigor at 58, Mind at 15, Endurance at 43, because you're gonna need tons of stamina and the equip load. Strength at 14, it's like that by default, and Dexterity at 80. Intelligence, Faith, and Arcane don't really matter here. That's pretty much the build, guys. If you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. If you are one of my regular viewers, thank you for the continuous support. Enough talk, let's kill that Black Knight and the Bloodfiend Chief, and then let's jump into PvP. As per usual, we're going to start with the Black Knight. We consume the Exalted Flesh. We get the flask ready with the tiers I've mentioned in the build explanation. Now, this thing actually surprised me. I didn't expect it to stagger him this badly, but look at the combos. He's absolutely staggered. Me and the Mimic are absolutely destroying this guy, and he's just had no chance. GG. Now, for the Blood Fiend Chief, of course, you're not going to able to be to stun him, because he's quite a massive size of a boss, and it's not going to work against this thing. But you can still make the build itself work by combining the Mimic and yourself doing nice poison procs and boosting the damage. He's actually going to nearly kill me here. I dodged terribly, and then I landed in the bleed spell caused by the guys on the other side of the fog. And then I got hit again. I was getting a bit pissed off here, to be honest, but then the Mimic finally decided to do some work, giving me enough room to boost my damage with the buffing. And then here I go. Take a look at the damage. A simple hit of the sword does a significant amount of damage because this guy is already poisoned by the Mimic. So it's an easy job done with this setup, with the Mimic helping us in the process. For PvP, we're gonna go with Exalted Flesh as per usual. And then it's important that you recognize using this setup if your enemies have more or less than 75 poise. If they have less, you know you can true combo. In any case, you can always try to true combo anyway, because they might just be wearing the talisman of the bull, which increases their poise massively. So just be mindful of this. But there you go, easy fight, quick one. This one is going to be even quicker. This guy is coming at full speed, which just invites me to land a trade and then finish him off. He actually manages to land that jumping attack, but I dodged the first one, and then I just ran for the running R1 with the whip for the win. Now this guy, he actually manages to pull a bit of a fight, but in the first round I caught him by surprise. We fought twice in a row. In the second one he actually was better prepared, I guess. But here we go, just outspacing him, trying to get him to run towards me so I can trade into the true combo. There he comes. I don't mind the trade. I actually didn't even get hit, but that true combo did 1,500 damage nearly. So that's absolutely devastating. He's already finished. Now, here we go again. New guy. He's going with a curved great sword and the duelist shield, which can be a bit of annoying, but I can tell he does not have 75 poise, so I don't mind the trades. And here I am just trapping him, getting those hits, make them count, and he's nearly finished. I just gotta find enough room to do another hit with the katana if I can. I was expecting a trade, didn't work, but then I finished him off, as I said, with a trade. Now this guy, I feel sorry for him, because as soon as the match started, he went dragon straight away, and he claimed off my HP with a single attack, but then I just outspaced him and did the true combo, and it instantly killed him. GG. Here we go again, the same guy as before. As I said, this was the second round. He was better prepared. I guess he knew what to expect, so he's trying to outspace me a bit better. Tried to dodge my hits better as well. Here we are. He's using the black steel twin blades, which is an amazing weapon actually. But here we are, true combo, as you just saw. No way he can dodge out of it because he does not have the 75 poise, as I explained. I'm trying not to take that much damage and finish him off with style, but it's not going very well. Here we go, trying to outspace him, do the jumping R1, didn't proc, another one, didn't land, but then I finish him off with a simple katana hit. Next guy, this was actually a funny one. I fought this guy a couple of times, but the first one he ran around too much, so the fight took way too long. But here I am, he's going with the backhands. I managed to just land the Ash of War with the hip. Didn't get the true combo because he actually interrupted my katana swing. But I know he's gonna try the blind spot, so I'm trying to outspace him. There is the blind spot, and then he landed right into the true combo. GG. Now this guy, I was about to swap and go with the katana two-handed, but I noticed he had the shield, and I noticed maybe he's just trying to go with stats effects, and I wasn't wrong. He was not doing pretty much any damage. He was just trying to get me poisoned and rot and bleed, so I just stayed with him, went with the Ash of War of the whip because it still causes damage even when he's blocking. So easy choice. As you can see, he's blocking and the Ash of War still does the damage. So easy fight for me. He's not going to kill me like this. He's not doing nearly enough damage to be able to do so. So this is an easy win. Now this guy, again, Exalted Flash, getting ready, little jump attack to say that I am ready to go. He tried to parry, but I don't know if he knows you can't parry whips. It's always been a feature in From Software games. And then I realized, okay, I'll take the trade. So here I go, I'll trade, not a problem. R1, and then L1, and then Ash of War for the win. Now this fella comes as a Fire Knight, not bad, nice cosplay, but he's using the Meteoric Great Sword, so I gotta be careful for this Ash of War because he does cause serious injuries, and you gotta watch out for that one. He's probably going to be able to hyper armor through my true combo as well, so I gotta be careful. I'm trying to just land some hits. He landed right into my Ash of War, so that was actually quite neat for me. Then I know for a fact he's going to try another Ash of War, so I'm trying to just outspace him, so when he tries I will hit him, and there he was. He was about to go for it, so I just did the running R1 for the win. Now this guy, pretty quick fight as well. He surely can't have 75 poise because he's got no armor. And I could tell immediately what his plan was. He's using the talisman that allows the backstabs to just give you even more high frames. And he wants to backstab me. There you go. He was actually going to get one there, but I managed to interrupt him. And then I just finish him off with a little R1 with the whip for the win. Now this guy, he's coming with a Bloodhound sword, which is not so bad. Gotta watch out because it does have, it does give quite a bit of hyper armor, so gotta watch out for those trades. He has nice armor. I can't tell, however, if he is above 75 poise. He might not. Just gotta test it out, to be honest. Got that R1 with a running attack. Didn't manage to go with the sword hit, but then I thought, no, there's no way he has 75 poise, so I'm going to be able to combo. Just need to outspace him right. I managed another R1, and then here comes the true combo. When he misses that swing, I jump in, true combo, he's already trapped. GG. Next guy, coming again with a twin blade, which is neat. I managed to deal a serious amount of damage straight away. He's being way too aggressive. He shouldn't be around me when I've got this setup going, because I'm pretty much sending the message that I've got something going on, and in this case it's the true combo. Got that true combo not to land with this attempt, but then I managed that sword hit and then finish him off with a rolling backwards R1. Now this guy, I gotta give it to him. He was trying to trick me into just pretending that he wasn't there, but I could tell he was locked on, so I know he's there. So I thought, okay, I know what you want, so I will attack you so you can try it out. It didn't go so well because he has no poise, and because he has no poise and no HP by the looks of it, I can easily just trade into his hits and I will be on the winning side every time. And there you go, he didn't even manage to hit me. But here we go, another fight, and this is actually quite a good one, and it's going to be the last one for this build video. Nice little fight against the Sword of Damnation. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It truly helps, and I really appreciate your support. If you are one of my regular viewers, thank you again for watching. And stay tuned for more Elden Ring DLC build videos. I hope I'll see you in the next one. You guys take care. Cheerio!